Hey Virgos, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you are all doing fantastic on this Wednesday. This is going to be your mid-month general overall spread. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Virgo. And if you're cross-watching, welcome. You could very well be resonating with the Virgo's energy that's coming through. As always, timing is fluid. Cards are gender fluid. It's more about energies. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force things, don't try to make them fit. The information for personal readings, Instagram, Facebook, podcasts, all that good stuff is linked down below in the description box. So we are just going to hop right into your mid-month. All right. So what can we get for Virgos? Mid-month. What can we get for Virgos? So we have Father of Cups and the Hanged Man. Okay. Well, first off, I always get Virgo Piscean energy with the Hanged Man. This might be a point of contemplation for you guys, whether it's about a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or just an older, emotionally mature, wise, deep, soulful kind of energy. Father of Cups, if it's not a water sign for me, it's someone that is very emotionally deep. Someone that has a lot of emotion, like burling beneath the surface. It's just waiting to come out. And this could also be you guys kind of holding back your emotions right now. Maybe in a period of evaluation, higher perspective, trying to figure out exactly what you want to emotionally invest in or what you are emotionally ready for. It's like the cocoon to the butterfly. That's why I love the artwork on this card, because I feel like that's what the Hangman energy can be about. It can be about, what you're going to release and leave behind and what you're emotionally ready for, what you're emotionally wanting, needing in this life. You could also be, again, cutting ties with a water type of energy. You could be cutting ties when it comes to being emotionally stuck, emotionally stagnant. You could also be cutting ties with, the Father of Cups. Like I said, it can be an energy where you hold your emotions down so deep, you bury them so deep that you don't really express. And with the Six of Swords, it could also be leaving that behind, that nature of non-expression, non-emotiveness. It's like, it's emotionally wise, but sometimes on the downside, they can be so repressed emotionally that they never release, they never cry, they never let it out, they never connect. It's really hard to sometimes when you don't express your emotional needs. This is going to be a big period of transformation. With all this Virgo energy, I'm not surprised. And with this moon energy coming in, definitely not surprised. What else can we get? Seven of Wands. You could be leaving behind defensiveness. Again, maybe you are ready to release the way that you've been repressing things or emotions that you have kept bottled up for a while. Because Seven of Wands for me, it's like one of two things. It can be energetically battling other people, outside influences, situations. Because, they're trying to interfere, there's interference going on, or they're combative, or they're, trying to dictate, or their opinions are coming at you. Or it could be you deciding to, put up a fight for something, release the guard, and just put up a fight because this is something that's inspiring you. Because with this deck especially, I always notice that there's one that the pathway is leading to. It's leading to your inspiration. It's leading to the fire. It's leading to the passion. It's leading to something that inspires you. And the 6 on the side, it's all about victory. If you, have seen these videos by any aspect, for me, I tend to kind of explain the cards as I go, and a 6 of Wands is about that victory, what you really seek. And then for me, the 7 is really focusing in, honing in, and ready to fight off anything energetically that's necessary to reach that wand at the other side of the bridge. What can we get for Virgos? Because this is a time of release, but it's also a time of action. Four of Pentacles. Holding on tightly. Maybe you're holding on tightly to what it is that you see value into, what that wand is for you. Hermit, there's your card. Going within. Maybe, again, going within to see what it is you're truly valuing in a situation. Also, it can be about spiritual awakening, you know, coming out of your shell, finally coming out of hibernation, which is, it makes a lot of sense with the Hangman too. Also trying to find the inner light. Again, that path. Where are you headed? What is the light that's going to guide you? I do feel like you guys are in a big spiritual transformation, awakening kind of process, maybe ascensioning, leveling up, things like that. But you need to release the need for, and I think you guys got this last time actually, it's still calling for release of trying to control something, trying to control your emotions, trying to control a situation, trying to control energies. It's like the universe is saying, trust, let go, trust in us, trust in things that, you know, will come your way and provide this for you. Go within, do the work, take the time to really work on yourself and release the need for control or the need for, it's like you have to know the meaning or the logic or the reasoning behind every situation, and the universe is literally asking you to stop looking for that. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to make sense of everything, because sometimes it's not going to make sense. Especially when you're in the Hangman process, you have to take the, you know, initiative to really pull yourself back, hang back, and see the bigger perspective, because it's not always going to make sense. Sometimes you're going to have to go intuitively in so you can understand things. I want to pop out Father of Pentacles. See, there you are. I feel like this period of transformation is leading you to your alignment. And maybe some of you are becoming more aligned and, again, like ascending, coming more in tune, leveling up, balancing out, in order to embrace this next chapter, these next steps, because it's spiritually driven at this point. What else can we get? I do feel like that's you guys going on your Mother of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There could be a situation that comes, again, to discernment with a Father of Cups energy. I keep getting that heavy, whether it's friends, family, love, coworkers. There may be a situation with that kind of watery energy, that some kind of truth, and I feel like it's on your end, is going to have to be spoken. It could be them. They could be coming at you with this truth, but I do feel like this is more so you guys getting balance, getting your power back, standing firm in your ground, becoming discerning. Maybe with this person, what it is you've been so emotionally detached or attached. Take it as it resonates for you. You could have been so emotionally attached that some detachment was necessary, some discernment, some truth. You know, it brought some clarity, some perspective. Or you've been so attached that this is calling for a period of transformation and detachment from a situation. This is going to be different for everybody. I do feel like some truth. Yeah, manifestation. So whatever you're leaving behind, this is because you are leveling up spiritually. You have manifested this. This is something that you have called in, that Spirit has given you to really push you forth on your journey, to push you forth into this next cycle, whatever the cycle may be for you. Maybe that's what this discernment's about. You have something that's coming in, and you're in your divine alignment with the Father of Pentacles. But you could have an opportunity coming in with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's more, again, about the energy of someone that can appear cold, but they are very much head over heart. You know, this could be you being head over heart, saying, look, I need to look at this situation from a discerning point of view. I need to look at this from the bigger perspective. I need to look at this from a point of going within, finding that soul truth, and then cutting out the shit that isn't going to align and embracing the stuff that does. And again, under that Six of Swords of the Magician, it's like, yeah, it's cutting it. Magician to me is, again, it's Gemini and it's Virgo, because it's very mercurial. It's literally calling things into existence, calling things, communicating, you guys. That Six of Swords, it's a release. Could be an energetic release, could be an emotional release, could be literally packing up and heading somewhere else for a few of you. Son of Swords, yeah, heavy air energy. Of course, you guys sometimes come off as air to me, so that's the Nine of Swords. This is under that Seven of Wands. This is heading towards what you want and not letting any other energetic shit dictate where you're headed anymore. You've gone within, you've seen the light, you've seen the bigger picture, You've made up your mind. You've manifested an opportunity. You're releasing what doesn't serve you in order to manifest something forward. Again, could be manifesting an air sign, but I do feel like this is you guys coming into that from Mother of Swords to Knight of Swords. You coming into your discernment. You're solid and grounded. Some of you could be connecting with another earth sign, Taurus, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You're heading towards, unapologetically, your truth. Because the Knight of Swords is all about going in to communicate in a situation and doing it no holds barred, not the most tactful, just like, I have to say this shit, I have to get it done now. You could have an air sign coming towards you because they see that you're headed and you're battling and you're on your way, and they're like, okay, let me catch up. Let me catch up. It's time for me to catch up. Tower. Sorry, guys. Tower. 4 of Pentacles. So some of you could be holding... there's a lot of ways this could be read. You could be holding on to a situation that the foundation has kind of crumbled, and it's, you know, it's made you kind of stop in your tracks. You're like trying to grip it tightly, when again, maybe that's why the universe is saying it's time to let it go. For some of you, something that you have held on so tightly, again, is going to be rocked up a little bit. But the point of the Tower is not to destroy you, ever. It's just like the Death card to me. It's to transform you. It's to transform a foundation, whether that's starting anew with someone or starting over fresh somewhere else. That 4 of Pentacles, though, the universe is, maybe some of you are trying to block a change in a situation, or it's like you see it coming, because the Tower moment never comes out of clear skies. Like, let's be real, it's usually stormy before you see lightning strike. It's like an avoidance of a situation, or avoidance, it's like you're trying to, control a situation. I keep getting that heavily. It's like over and over again, like stop trying to control, stop controlling, stop controlling. Can we get 7 of Swords reversed? Masks are coming off. Clarity is coming in. There is truth that's coming in after the storm. Whether you're finding out some particularly backstabbing type of shit that had been done to you, or you're finding out some truth underneath the mask. Again, some of you leveling up to where, you know, the ego's gone. You know, well, not completely gone. I can't say gone, but the ego is not the forefront anymore. Your ego is still there. We're going to have it in the back of our minds. I mean, let's be real. We have to have ego to survive on this planet, but it's not the forefront anymore. Now it's about you guys putting your soul, your truth into the forefront. It's what people are going to see. That's what they're going to recognize within you. I just feel like that, especially because the Hermit's there above it. That's a self-internal situation. So it's like either you've gone in and really healed and dealt with the situation when it came to a deception in your life, something that just, again, it was like maybe a friend deceived you, or family, or in a relationship someone cheated, or whatever it is for you. It calls you to go within in order to find your soul's calling, in order to get in touch with your soul versus the ego state. Because I do feel like that was part of the control for you guys. It was almost stemming from ego, and ego does fear. Fear is ego. You know, alignment is love. Because at the end of the day, I saw that earlier on Leo King. Absolutely love him. Shout out just to the whole high vibe. I absolutely just love the whole, you know, channel, program, all of it. I think it's amazing what they do over there. And they mentioned earlier in the After Dark that at the end of the day, we all want to love or be loved. That's what it comes down to. And sometimes fear and ego dictate those things. And I mean, no one's going to be perfect. But at the end of the day, sometimes the universe kind of well, most of the time, the universe knows what's going to be best for us. It's just sometimes our ego has a hard time admitting or releasing or letting things go and pan out the way that they're supposed to versus the way we think they should. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, so it's turning in the right direction. Whatever clarity you've been getting, it is turning the wheel in the right direction. If you're connecting with a fellow earth sign, this hanging back, this big shift, this perspective, what you've been seeing, the truth you've been finding, again, it's turning in the right direction. Some of you could be dealing with multiple people. You could be dealing with an air sign and a water sign too. High Priestess. I'm going to keep it reversed. It was reversed. I feel like there is some clarity coming in, or there has been some confusion. Maybe the Neptunian energy that's going on right now, because the full moon is in Pisces and Neptune's in Pisces right now. It's in its own sign. So with that, we're going to have a lot of, I don't want to say just disillusionment. It can be like confusion, or, you know, as opposed to, oh, I'm sorry, that's my cat. When it comes to our feelings, our relationships, where we're being called to, where we're being guided, there can be some, you know, I need to kind of pull back and really look at it like, okay, is this a sign? Am I really being called in this direction? Am I really being called towards this person or this situation? I do feel like the confusion's coming out, because to me, High Priestess up is subconsciously kind of knowing and flowing and feeling and tuning in. I feel like you've done that with the Hermit, whereas now I feel like you are becoming more proactive, less active. You're overcoming the confusion. Maybe between a water sign and an air sign, or between your head over heart battle, because Mother of Swords can be more head, Father of Cups definitely more heart, head over heart. Can we get Virgo? So you could have had, again, confusion when it comes to what you're building, what you're working towards. But that's under the Magician. So you're literally manifesting an opportunity for teamwork. It could be in a career, it could be in a relationship, it could be in a family dynamic with friends, projects, entrepreneurial pursuits, things like that. This is manifesting after a release. So whatever you're releasing brings in manifestation towards a new cycle, towards a new beginning, towards something, again, with the Wheel of Fortune, again, new cycles beginning, the wheel turning. This release has to happen. For some of you, it is going to be releasing a water sign. For others, it is going to be an emotional release. I feel like it kind of overcomes you, and then it releases, and instead of hanging on to it, you flow through it, feel it, and then move forward. And that's what that Hermit is. It's going in after the battle of head over heart. That's doing it. I did see Four of Cups, though. Could have had a missed opportunity, or just been focused on the wrong things, whether it's you or this other person. Empress. So you do want to build. There is a lot of abundance here. There is a lot of potential. It's almost like the Midas touch, so to say, which is funny because that's Father of Pentacles. It's literally being able to bring things into creation, to life. Could also be wanting to work and build towards things with a divine feminine kind of energy. It's Taurus, Libra. High Priestess is Pisces. Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. Oh God, I always forget that one. I'll have to look it up. I'm sorry. The Tower is Scorpio, of course. Building. Some of you could be kind of thrown back because it's like it's pulling you in this direction. You're wanting this. You're wanting to build, and you're like, okay, but is this real? And right now in these energies, it's kind of hard to get your grounding and your footing. Just trust your instincts. Because when this is reversed, it's not being in tune with your instincts, with your, again, subconscious, with spiritualness, with universe. When it's upright, that's power. When it's reversed, it's a problem. Empress falling under this Page of Swords. Some of you could totally be connecting with an air sign here. Maybe even particularly Libra energy. I get that with Mother of Swords. Knight of Swords here again under that Empress. It's like these, yeah, some of you could be. That's Knight of Swords. It's all about what you want to build. You know, this is the heart. I feel like for you guys, it's going to be a transformation into heart. Yeah, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, reunion. This could be a connection coming in that is very past life, deep, karmic. Karmic's not a bad thing. It just means that you guys have experienced a lot of lives, energies, lessons, and stuff with each other in the past. If it's not something that's brand new, this could be a new opportunity coming through with someone, reconnecting. Six of Cups is that soulmate, soul-driven kind of card. It is the soul connection. It makes you feel like a kid again. You know, it's being able to really be yourself within a connection. Again, under the Seven of Swords, you could be really releasing some kind of toxicity in order to move forward and reconnect with someone. The Tower moment, this shock, this, oh my God, this loss, like finally giving up control brings in this love. I feel like the emotional purging or whatever it is, the downpour that you guys, it feels like is building. is going to be a release so you can move forward into fresh, into new, into, again, reconnecting. It's a soul deep driven kind of situation. So that's what I see for you, Virgos. We're going to grab the moon card because full moon is coming in Pisces, which is, oh, how awesome is that, guys? Sorry. This is the period we've been in. The void, the dark moon. I love that. I love when they do that, when they just like come and speak and they throw it at you. So this is the first card too. But this is literally the phases we were in, like currently leading up to this full moon. So whatever you guys have been going through, it has definitely been universally spiritually guided. The void. Your time to rest and reset is here. Again. Release all that does not serve you. Stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There is nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits, so let go of the old. While the full moon, full attractive power, gets all the publicity, the dark moon, which offers the infinite possibilities of a clean slate, is just as powerful in its own way. I love that. Okay, I'm going to grab an oracle card. Mystical Shaman, Oracle card. Also, just a heads up, guys, I will be doing a full moon read Friday. I will have that up for you guys. The energies that are coming ahead. Kind of what, you know, I'll do like each sign. I'll grab maybe 2 cards per sign just so you can see. The Medicine Wheel and Earth. Okay. So Earth says... Earth represents the gift of life. The symbol on this card refers to the body of the planet Earth, the human body, and nature herself. We're reminded by this symbol that all creatures are born of the earth, and human beings are the stewards of all life on this planet. It refers to what we make of it, our health, wealth, security, grounding, solidity, and stability. It reminds us that the world of form is a gift from spirit and needs to be treated with respect. When the earth symbol appears, it represents a need to focus on reverence and appreciation for the natural gifts that are coming to you now and always. The concrete world you inhabit is there by grace of spirit, and you are part of it. Much can be accomplished now when you focus on compassionate, reverent service to the world. If you act with integrity, gratitude, and humility, you will find yourself more prosperous than you can imagine. And then we have the Medicine Wheel. Let's see. The Medicine Wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycles of nature, and the circular pattern of our cosmos. It has been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Its directions symbolize the 4 steps a shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important you take a look at certain aspects of your being. Enter the Medicine Wheel from the south and reflect on how you were clinging to events of the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and draining. I love that. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? In at the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. All right, Virgos, that's going to be it for your mid-month check-in. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you guys next week. Love and light.